Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about what happened with the pound last night. And depending on when you're watching this, it's not last night, but you'll still gain some value from this. Just to inform you guys, what's going on. But before we get into that, if you aren't already, do hit that subscribe button. And if you gain any value from this video, give it a big thumbs up. So, yeah, without further ado, let's head over to the charts and let's talk about what happened. All right, so here's the chart for the British pound and the US dollar. And as you can see, it was consolidating here, um, and it just went crazy in the London and New York session. It sort of pulled back, but London session went absolutely crazy on the British pound. Now, fundamentally, there's a reason for this, and technically, there's a reason for this. Um, but first off, I just want to say, rest in peace to those that tried to sell on this break and retest here. But anyway, so essentially, you could see I have these two lines here, but really, if you're looking further out, they're not two lines. It's a zone here I drew on the daily chart. So let's talk first technically, really zooming out here. You can see very strong daily zone that it broke. It was, support, support, resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, 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 support, and support. So not only did we have a very strong level of support, but we also had two very key daily moving averages, which is something that investors look at. So I recommend you start using these moving averages. We have the 200 and the 100 moving average. And again, on the daily chart, these are very strong key levels, and they crossed over right here. So lots of support, and that was keeping the pound in this sort of consolidation. Not too many people wanted, it would take a lot of selling to break through here. And yes, there was negative fundamentals, right? Obviously, talks with the EU and UK have not been going well, so that's going to put pressure on the pound, since we do have the October 15th Brexit transition period deadline, which means they're leaving, deal or no deal, doesn't matter. They're leaving the EU finally after like 4 years. Oh, that's good. Anyways, so yeah, technically we had that. And then fundamentally, what happened last night is, well, this actually happened a little bit before last night, but the buying kicked in a little bit. It was delayed, which was kind of strange. But we got reports that, we got some news that essentially the EU and the UK were finally, making a little bit of progress. They were talking finally. Yeah, there was some progress being made after, we've got a lot of negative news that the relationship was not going well. And then, I guess they do what they always do. The same thing happened last year, where magically all of a sudden, oh, things are working out. We're coming to a deal. We're coming to an agreement. It's weird how that works, but they always just play hardball until the very second, and then they're like best friends. It's like weird. Europe drama. Anyways, so yeah, that's why the pound flew up here, because like I said, technically strong support here. You can see these daily MAs here on the 1 hour chart. I have them, so it looks kind of funky. But anyway, so we have that keeping it up, and then we had that news which pushed this thing higher, and almost fully retraced this move lower, right? Almost. So we'll see what happens, right? It's holding nicely. It's not seeing immediate selling, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. But I just wanted to inform you guys a little bit about why the pound kind of flew up. Um, and let's talk a little bit now about the outlook. So where I see the pound going, it really depends. Because yes, there's progress, but it doesn't mean there's a deal actually formed. And so, because of that fact, it's sort of like a little bit wait and see, right? You have to see if these, progress will actually continue and they will come to a deal, which will be very bullish for the pound. Very, very bullish. And you would probably eventually see, recovering all these losses. Not necessarily, in the next few weeks, but if they get a deal, oops, had a timer set. If they get a deal, yeah, you're going to see some strong pound buying. So be aware of that. Be aware of that, right? Let's go back in time here to, yeah, you can see what happened last time, right? Same thing. The pound sold off. The pound sold off here, 350 pips because there was a possibility of a no deal. And then we got a move. We got a move of 800 pips. This was when the deal was announced. You could see what happened. Crazy moves. And so, we might see the same thing happen this year, exactly like a year later. So we'll take a look. But anyways, just want to make this quick video. If you gained value, hit that like button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
I come from a town where most of the people are so close-minded. They go into school and they work in a job, but they don't even like it. I won't be put in a box. Nobody telling me what I should rock. Nobody telling me what I should